Assalamu alaikum. Today we're going to present to you Mr. Bin and it is presented by the team that this Java. Some facts regarding our country includes that the plastic consumption in urban areas have tripled in the last 15 years. A large part of the wastes are dumped in water bodies and rivers. Only a handful amount, close to 40% of the plastic waste are being recycled, and it's due to the fact that there is no convenient platform to connect urban households with recyclers. So what can we do? We figured out the shortcomings of the current infrastructure and came along with a solution to create a platform for connecting people and make the recycling and donation process easier. So our solution is Mr. Bin, which is an e-platform for users, recyclers, and organizations. Basic project summary of the project includes having a marketplace, a separate panel for recycling, a separate panel for donation, and our project includes special features like object detection and role-based authentication for every type of user. Our project creates a huge impact in our society by fulfilling the ESG principles along with wastage and pollution reduction, revenue generation, and creating employee opportunities. Our target users for the project are urban household users, recycling companies, NGOs, and humanitarian organizations. The structure of the project includes outreach, marketplace, recycling, donation, order, AI. Then we have to segregate the user management system. I'll just go through. Then there's the admin section which verifies your before. There's a marketplace section which adds a direct advertisement, check product details, etc. There's a recycling section where a recycler can contact the user based on the product. There's a donation section. There's an AI integrated section for object detection where concept like users to detect object. It also suggests user the category where he or she can sell the product. There's system which suggests a price to the user. Thank you, that's fine. So now the user management section. Here in this ribbon, a user can register his or her name, right? And then we also need to sign in. If a user gets signed in, we see these icons in the header section. Here, when a user is logged in, he or she can go into his or her dashboard and see through his profile, orders, products, edit profile, and the privileges. In the privilege section, a user can opt to join as a recycler or an organization. Here, we thought of it like like in this manner that uh, recycler or organization is a privileged member as they are both companies. So, in order for a user to be a recycler organization, he or she needs to represent that company or something similar like that. So um, when a user asks for being a recycler, for example, if I press this, and user should have and a recycler should have a specific phone number, it sends an approval request for the admin to review. Here in our project, the admin part or the admin role is given as a hard-coded one. For example, Rakib 129 has an admin privilege. So when he or she signs in, you see that there is a specific admin dashboard for him or her, where the admin can go through all the user lists if he or she wants to delete them, all the product lists, all the request lists that we get. For example, I just pressed Kazi for the recycler role and you can see that an admin can approve or reject this. There is also the list of recyclers, and there's also the list list of organizations up for donation. So here I'm gonna approve cause. So here goes another of our features that a user can join as an organization event. So in the edit profile, if I put an image here and submit, the profile will be edited like this. So in the previous section, let's for now encourage or add Fahad as an organization. For example, Bika or any other NGO. Maybe a location can be Tata, and let's just give away a random for now and send approval request. Now again back to Rocky or the admin, you can see that here she gets a request from Fahad to be an organization or a recycler. You're supposed to be that. So admin can approve for both the sections and then check through the code. And the respected user will get some special features over there. Now we are going to create a new user in Chakra. There is a front-end validation for the password as well. Like if you put something and if it doesn't match, there is an alert shown over here saying enter a valid password first. If the password is too simple, it's going to show the same thing. If the passwords are alright, but if it doesn't match, it's going to say password is not showing. And if it does even match, then it's going to create a user. So here I can let's just sign in using that, and there is my user dashboard. So for a default user, we see that there are no views for the recycle and organization section. It's because those sections are specifically entitled for recycle and organization. Our user only gets access to here, and now we're going to create a product for user. As for example, I want to sell my laptop, which is Asus and the laptop. 2021, the title it's 2 years, the purchase price was this, asking price is this, how should I write a number? It is from 2026. It should be placed in the marketplace of the recycler donation because I believe there is some value to it. So I'm going to write it over here, the left purchase trade, to check out. I'm just adding a friendly. When I put the boss sign, application, the need to check the images area. Got it. There's a laptop image. Here I can add multiple images if I want. The format I'm just going to add one image. When I successfully place it, I can see it in the render page. There might be a bit time delay because here we are using the image and passing it to I'm storing it in an object storage, which is held in cloud memory server. And now we can see that we get the image back. And here is the Asus and the clip and the product list page. So now we are going to add a product that needs to be recycled. For example, let's just recycle my laptop again. And this time I'm gonna add another image of it. Let's just add this. But the fact that I'm using it in recycle, I need all the things over here. That's just one of the company. That's your purchase price. That's the price, 50,000. I think that's four, two, four, three. What else would you like to? Alright. So when I add this project, we won't be able to see the marketplace as we look at the recycle page, but I won't be able to see it over here as well. I can see it from here that I added the product I find, like Asus laptop. And here's the description. These are my products, so I can only see them in my products, but I won't be able to see them in the recycle product. Only the recycler will be able to see them. Similarly, let's add something for donation. For example, I'm gonna donate my house for a book. Let's put my number. Same goes for here. Our product is successfully added, but it's not gonna be showed in donation as a fail. Only an organization that's up for accepting the donation can see them. But you can always see the list of products from here that it's updated. Now here we signed in as a recycler. You see that recycler can view the marketplace, but recycler has a separate UI to see the recycled objects. Here she can ask for an amount of money. For example, he can say that he can get 10k or 1000k for this, and he can send a buy request for it. Now, if you sign in as shopper again, you can see that when the recycler press the request, he or she gets a sub request for that, and this is the price of it. He can accept it or he can reject it. It's up to his choice. If he accepts it, the product gets a buyer, that is Fahad, otherwise it doesn't. We also had a feature called AI detection where a user can upload an image, for example, if you upload this image, and then press the detect object button, which will pass the image to backend and return a list of objects found in the image. For example, when we pass, if you find there is a laptop, a Tupperware cup, bottle thing here, and then our system also suggests us to check the marketplace for this as the price is very high. Tupperware is suggested to go for recycling. Cups can be placed in marketplace and get a better monetary value. Then we can also sell the bottle in marketplace. I don't know. If the permission suggested, then we can do that also. Now, if you sign in as an organization, you'll see a separate panel where an organization can see the objects up for donation. The organization can request for that object to be donated to them. If we press the request button over here and we go to the user dashboard order section inside of it, we'll see that Jaffer has a request for donation which is pending as a account. If we accept it, it's gonna get accepted. There is no price for donation. Now, when we sign as Jaffer, we had a product name as a generated. If we see it over here and press it, we won't be able to buy it as it's our product. But if we sign in as a different person, like Fahad, we can see the product, and if we want, we can send a buy request. If we send a buy request to it, Jaffer can see the order section, send request, and you get the buy request from the marketplace from Jaffer. If she accepts it, then the product will be removed from here as well. Now, if we go back to Fahad, I don't think we're going to see it over here. Now, if we sign in as our admin, we're going to have a different panel for it, and we'll be able to see all the user requests, products, Requests for recycle or organization where these are you can filter through them. But sadly, there are no requests as of now. You can see the list of recyclers. You can see the list of organizations and everything. So this is the landing page of Mr. Bean, where a user can go to the home page, marketplace page, where he or she can see the list of products, recycle page to recycle the item, donation page, AI page for object detection. There's a plus product for investing in the product and you can choose the type of product. There is a separate login and sign up page. Here our project is developed using React.js as front end and we are using Redux for state management. You can see the product structure, you can see the project structure from here where all the components are listed in here and all the Redux essentials are listed over here. Here you can see everything is differentiated. There's an about section, footer, header, and everything related to it. There's an object detection, recycling, logs, etc. So this is our backend for the project of Mr. Bin. Where we are using form.xml for our necessary build files. There's the application or properties file. This is the model class. There is a model for every type of entity that we are using. There is a role, um, also e-state, which are fixed over here. For example, for user, we have in the following states. There is a status for the order. There is an account status as well. For organization, we're just taking in the name of the user that's registering organization, the organization name, location, and etc. For the product, we're taking a lot of things. For example, we're taking the product type, which is marketplace by default, and then we also have the recycle model and a separate role model. So for our authentication, we are using two tokens, and you can see the code over here. And yeah, this is the first concept file, this is the security concept file, etc. I'm not going to go through that. So the challenging part was managing the authentication at first. So for the authentication, we have a login route, a register route. There's also a new route to get the user specific entity. There's also a user controller and code file controller and every controller related to every module. For the For handling images and everything, we made a generalized upload service or an uploader service which is able to generate an API key for cloud memory and store the image in a cloud. We're also using payloads for our requests and responses, and we're using Mongo repository, and that sums up everything. And before starting our project, we are checking in an initialized rows to have all the rows built in. And that's all for all. If you run the project, you're going to see that it comes without an error. And that's just a backend preview of our whole project. Thank you.